On tonight's episode, we are talking Fallout TV show, Season 2, Episode 1.
In addition to that, we also have Fallout 76 is free right now. We got a leadership change at ZeniMax, and you can make your own Elder Scrolls plushies.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Bethesda Unpatched. This is episode number 25. It is myself, Joe the Wigit, and my fellow co-host, the man of the hour, every hour, base trucker extreme extraordinaire, Kilo.
There we go. That's not too bad. 25, it's our quarter quell. We're going to need some tributes. We're going to need some tributes. Let's go.
I'll take Nintendo credits, Steam credits.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. This is negotiable. Hey, man, how's it going?
Oh, it's going. It's 2 days away from getting on a 2-week break from work. I am ready for this.
I'm so close. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 days of work left. 5 days of work, and I'm going to have like 9 or 10 days off. I'm super ready. Super ready for it.
And you guys probably noticed we did a new intro for the show. So let us know what you guys think of that. We're doing things a little bit differently with the beginning of the show this week.
Yep.
Testing some things out. I created the music and the whole intro, and hopefully you guys like it.
Yeah, it turned out great.
Again, we're not going to have an episode next week. It's Christmas. So the whole world mostly celebrates that. So we're going to just take that week off. We're going to have a supersized episode the following week. We're going to be talking about episodes 2 and 3 of the TV show, Fallout. Whatever else we decide to throw in there. Plenty of news, most likely.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget, in January on the 24th, we are going to be participating in StarCon, the first online Starfield convention. A lot of great other podcasters and people are going to be involved in that. And we're pretty excited for that as well.
It's going to be fun. We have a 30-minute spot, and we might be teaming up with King Fan Man on that, most likely.
Yep, most likely.
And I hope you guys enjoyed having him on the show last week. It was a blast, like always.
He's great.
And this week, we're going to be talking about, like we mentioned at the top of the show, Fallout Season 2, Episode 1. We're going to be talking a lot about that tonight, because there was a lot of details that they threw at us all at once in that first episode. Yep. And the amount of gore was absolutely insane.
It was beautiful.
Beg to differ on that one. Too much head popping. We've got a lot of news. We're not going to be going into any in-game stuff today. We're getting ready, making changes to the show. We're doing a lot. And this episode is going to be packed full of news and the TV show. So we'll get back into our gaming pretty soon. And before long, we'll be doing that as the bulk of the show again.
Yeah, I'm going to get in on that Amazon thing. I'm going to go ahead and get myself Fallout 1 and play that all the way through. Probably over the break. I take that back. There's some people yelling at the radio, but KT, you're supposed to be playing 76. That's on the agenda too.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to bring up, because we have it recorded. We have audio and video proof of this.
It's on the internet now. It's on there forever.
You're stuck for it, man. And I can't wait till you do. All right, let's get into the news.
All right, the first piece of news I got here, I don't know about anybody else. I love Fallout Shelter. It's a really fun little base building game.
Oh, it is. I haven't played it forever. I need to re-download it.
They've done so much to it. Apparently, Fallout Shelter is now getting years of new content added, and the theme is New Vegas.
Oh, well, duh.
Of course. So if you play Fallout Shelter, definitely
it's all
check
New
that
Vegas
out.
now. It has to be.
Well, I mean, it's a good portion of it. We get the Ghoul and Lucy added to the available players.
If you get lucky enough to get them.
Yeah, you gotta get those through your lunch boxes. I can't remember if the special players or the special characters would turn up outside of your vault randomly. I can't remember if that was.
I think it was those lunch boxes you have to get.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you get some random
that's what I thought it
characters
was,
that come in, but the legendary ones, you have to get through the lunchbox.
The update is introducing the Viva New Vegas. Hey, that's what we called our last episode. Season Pass. Yeah, tell me they don't listen, right?
Right.
Of course, because no one else could have come up with Viva New Vegas. I'm an idiot. Which draws
We're going to stick with it. It helps us out, man. Helps the ego.
The upcoming release. It does. In addition, the Power Struggle quest line is out, and that's based on the first season of the Prime Video show, with 8 missions that will have you directly interacting with the show's protagonists and moral gray wastelanders. Check
All right,
that out.
Bethesda, I'll re-download it. Start doing a vault again.
The season pass will, however, set you back about $10 or £10. So this is a pay to play, but I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, why not? I need a mobile game. Don't have anything yet, so probably will.
Right? So,
well, I have Chrono Trigger on my tablet. That's about it.
How about Fallout 76 free to play right now? It's only going to be for the next week. It's to celebrate the debut of Season 2, and it is available on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S for free, but only for a limited time.
For some reason, I always thought that Fallout 76 was free, but it's not.
No, if you're on Game Pass, it's free.
Okay, yeah.
If you're on Game Pass, well, big quotes around free for Game Pass, but it continues through the 23rd of December. It's the Fallout First limited preview trial, and it can be claimed through the Fallout 76's in-game Atomic Shop.
Okay, yeah, so the Fallout 76's price is $40 is for the full price, but it's often on sale in Steam on Xbox for $9.99 or less, depending on the sales. So I bought it years ago, so I completely spaced it. I had to buy it. I think I paid $50 for it. Worth it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you play the hell out of it. You definitely got your money's worth for sure.
I love the game. It's my favorite Fallout so far.
Fallout 4 drops free December update, as well it should be free.
Yeah, I was going to say, that better dang be free with the
update
problems they went through recently.
And a Season 2 launch bonus. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, but, who wouldn't put it past anybody these days?
So what I'm getting at is that pretty much every active Fallout game currently is getting some kind of bonus to it for Season 2. I mean, 76, we got the ghoul.
I mean, they're definitely capitalizing on this right now. This update is basically an effort to correct all the bugs and issues that came along with the Anniversary Edition. Obviously, this has been a big thing. We've talked about it here on the show.
Mm-hmm. As it stands, Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition still isn't the definitive version of the game that Bethesda promised, but it's getting there.
They're going to continue to work on it, especially right now. Fallout is a hot property, and frankly, they're losing money with that game not working. So they're going to absolutely be on top of that. And Todd Howard in a recent interview, talked about Bethesda's overlap strategy, how it could kind of fast track not only Fallout 5, but hopefully we keep getting these updates for Fallout 4. We're looking forward to a possible Fallout 3 remaster, a possible New Vegas remaster. So the idea is that they have core teams involved with each of these games, and then they have people that overlap that work between the different projects.
I can see how that could work, because the art teams in particular, code, they probably have to be dedicated to the project, and most likely most of the design team. But things like art, music, they could probably be crossover pretty easily.
He has spoken on Elder Scrolls 6, of course, not in detail, but he did say this. He said, it is progressing really well. The majority of the studios on 6, but I'll say this, we always overlap. So we're very used to overlapping development, and we have long pre-production on things that we feel good about them. And it's a process. We all wish it went a little bit faster or a lot faster, but it's a process that we want to get right.
Yeah. I'd rather wait an extra year for it to be an amazing game than get it early and have it buggy. And
they don't want a repeat of Starfield where the game was not ready on launch. They want this game. They need, frankly, this game to, out of the gate, blow everybody away.
All the recent problems, they need Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 to be mind-blowing.
Yeah, they really do. A little bit of sad news. Jim Ward, voice actor, has passed. If you don't recognize the name, you may recognize some of his work.
Yeah, to be honest, I had no idea who he was because a lot of the characters and stuff that he did, I never saw or heard. So, but he's done a lot.
He has, and one of the things that he's done, Fallout 4 players would recognize him as Old Longfellow, who was a companion you get in the Far Harbor DLC. He also played voice of the Sink, Dr. Klein. Neither of those ring a bell right off the top of my head, but those are also Fallout characters.
I know that he did a lot of cartoons as well. He did parts in Ben 10, Fairly Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents I know pretty well. My son Timmy and Ivy and my daughter Ivy, they loved that show when they were growing up. So I watched it a lot.
Yep, I used to watch that one with
my kids hilarious.
A lot too. That was a good one. Oh, it was so good. Oh, how about some ESO news? New Life Festival returns this week to the Elder Scrolls Online with new quests and your shot at a new home.
Yes, it's their Christmas celebration they do every year, and they usually add a whole lot of goodies and some really cool mounts, like reindeer mounts and stuff like that. That I think I got 2 or 3 from a couple of the New Life festivals, and the new home looks pretty cool.
Yeah, we're looking at XP bonuses, event quests, new collectibles.
Yeah, double XP for
all
weeks.
5 fragments for the wild-grown chapel of Juliano's home.
Yeah, the big thing is double XP for 2 weeks. That's extremely useful.
Huge. Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're just starting out in the game. That's a big help.
Apparently, you have a chance through the New Life Festival box to get festival toys, alchemy crafting materials, a page from the Fishboone Pioneer outfit style, or even New Life furnishing, Deep Winter charity rite recipes, a skin changer motif page, and more. Wow. First quest you could complete each day will also come with 3 event tickets to trade with the Impresario for additional goodies. So there's a lot going on in ESO right now. Look at that.
The styles are a big deal because when you're crafting is a big part of ESO, and when you're going to like create some armor, you can pick the actual style from. Last I looked, there was 30 or 40 different styles you can do, and you mix it with different materials and bonuses. It goes in a lot of detail. You can really create some interesting custom pieces with it, and some of the best gear in the game is stuff that you make.
I always loved making stuff in Skyrim. I was real big into that. I always like my crafting tree I was right on it. You know, I'm like the 100 daggers guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And of course, everybody at this point knows that the Game Awards 2025, Todd Howard made an appearance for about 3 minutes to
was it 3 minutes? I think it was like 10 seconds.
To award Expedition 33. It's rough, but I mean, we kind of expected it over here. We weren't really expecting anything. But
yeah, we were keeping an eye on the Game Awards, and as I was editing the show, I was still watching it, and I saw Todd Howard come up, and I messaged Kilo right away. I was like, "Hey, Todd Howard's on." And then what? Yeah. A minute later, nope, false alarm.
Not even. Nope, never mind. False alarm. Yeah. But Bethesda did get kind of a win at the Game Awards. Doom: The Dark Ages won.
I had to look up this award because I wasn't sure exactly what it was for.
Yeah, innovation in accessibility.
Yeah.
So what was that exactly?
It celebrates video games pushing boundaries within features like configurable text, high contrast modes, motor accessibility options, detailed remapping, things like that. Things that we consider more minor that are innovations in the game. Probably they won it for their UI.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's got to be pretty good to win an award, I'd imagine. UI is a big thing with a lot of gamers these days.
Oh, it's actually pretty detailed, pretty big necessity. If the AI is garbage, you're gonna have issues maneuvering the game, and
of course, naturally, it makes sense to me. If you want some more Fallout, and Fallout isn't enough, and you play Call of Duty Black Ops 7, there are now purchasable skins going into the game, featuring the Ghoul, Lucy, and Maximus. If you play Black Ops, still, after all this time, no judgment. You like what you like. I'm not going to hate at anybody, but I fell off about Black Ops 2.
We can throw some judgment out.
That was it. I ain't trying to be judgy.
Call
like
of
stuff
Duty
other
has
people
fallen
don't like.
off the radar for most everybody for the last like 6-7 years at least.
Fair enough. Battlefield's no different. The whole genre is kind of tanking a little bit lately.
Yeah.
But moving on to other things. Let's see. How about create? This article just caught my attention because it was cute. It's cute. I'm sorry. Create your own Elder Scrolls plushies. You go to Elder Scrolls Online, and there's an article, craft cute ESO themed critters with these plushy patterns. Create your own Vardvarks, mud crabs, and guars with these patterns from the ESO development team. Now, we've talked about this on previous shows too. I've seen companies put out things like, here's a guide for how you cosplay the characters.
I was just thinking
blah, blah, blah. I have never seen them put out like, hey, you want a stuffed animal? You know what surprises me more is the fact that they are not selling these outright in the Bethesda gear store.
Right?
Instead of like, here, make your own. It's like, we had this idea, but and we have the blueprints for it, but it kind of fell through. So here you go.
Yeah, it's just too much cost to make them. You guys can do it yourself.
But you can make them.
I couldn't.
And from the picture, they look cool. The mud crab in the main thumbnail looks pretty dope.
Yeah. I was looking at that one.
I love that. There was quite a bit of news. I told Joe earlier, I told Wigit earlier that it's kind of a slow week. There was a leadership change at ZeniMax. I don't feel like going into that right now. How about we talk about season 2, full of game details?
I even caught a couple, and that's rare for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of, like some of the stuff's like in this article is like, yeah, we already saw that before. Key location for the games, of course, we see Novak right away.
Yep. There was the vault that we'll get into when we talk about the episode, which is actually pretty cool because I actually figured it out without having to wait for the show as I was watching it last night.
Well, we see the Great Khans in this episode. Anybody who's played New Vegas knows the Great Khans. Of course, we see Dinky the Dino, and yeah, Vault 24, and we'll talk about that when we actually talk about the episode. They also end up walking through Starlight Drive-In, which is actually from Fallout 4.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is that the Cinema's marquee shows the very last movie to be shown there was A Man and His Dog 3, starring none other than Coop.
Yeah, I caught that. That made me giggle a little bit. Because I was watching this episode like a hawk. I was looking for everything.
I know, I was too.
I'm still wondering if they're going to bring in some of those key robots into it.
Which ones?
Like if they bring in Yes Man, that would crack me up.
They gotta bring in Yes Man.
Mm-hmm. And the main one in Vegas, I can't remember his name. The one you first meet.
Victor.
Yeah, Victor.
I thought I saw Victor in one of the previews. One of the trailers.
It looked like, well, the same model he is. We don't know if it's him for sure, but...
And this article also confirms, and I heard it on the show last night, and like I read it because I put the subtitles on. Because I'm one of those weird people. I like to watch with subtitles so I can get sometimes the exact quote, sometimes it's not. But 404 is colloquially within the show known as dog meat. That's actually what Cooper named him, was dog meat.
Okay. I'll let that one slide. We're going to get a lot of the classic enemies in this season for sure. We've already seen it through the preview. The rad scorpions, death claws, things like that. Lots and lots of rad roaches, unfortunately.
Rad roaches.
I hate roaches. And when they're the size of small dogs, that's worse.
That's a little worse, yeah. Yeah, I lived in Oklahoma for a while, and my apartment it didn't matter how clean I kept my place, like roaches were just a thing. And it was actually like I would kill them and then I clean it up, right? One day, this one's on my wall, I hit it with my shoe and I left them there. I never saw another rad roach. It was like a warning to another rad roach, another cockroach. Yeah, I had rad roaches in Oklahoma. Shit's wild down there.
Yeah, it can be. Been there.
Yeah. I was like, but after that, I saw no more cockroaches, so I just left what was left of the other roach there.
If they start glowing, run.
Yeah, no kidding.
One thing I said in this article that was interesting that didn't really occur to me until just now, we didn't see any super mutants. In
Not
fact,
yet.
we really didn't see too many mutants per se in season 1.
Mm-mm.
But
You mean episode 1 or season 1?
Season 1.
Oh, okay.
But there apparently in season 1, episode 6, there was a wanted poster that I missed that is for a super mutant.
I missed that too. I think we're gonna see super mutants in this season.
Oh, for sure.
I'm still convinced that Ron Perlman is going to show up as a super mutant.
It almost sounded like him during that blackout in the trailer.
Yeah, it really did.
I wouldn't be surprised. It would be perfect fit.
It was like his Hellboy voice. I mean, the dude already has like a deep baritone voice, but it kind of sounded to me. It sounded like Hellboy
in a way.
That's really all the news we got.
Well, we should talk about the restructure because we did bring it up at the top of the show.
Yeah, we can bring it up, sure.
Just a little bit.
Oh, I did bring it up at the top of the show, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
That was my job. Tim Stewart will be Chief Operating Officer of ZeniMax in 2026, and Xavier Pokerzinski is stepping into the role as Microsoft Gaming Chief Financial Officer.
That doesn't really play too much into the production, so that's good.
Yeah, this is all at ZeniMax Media. That's the parent company for Bethesda.
Yes, the ZeniMax is the overall umbrella, and then it goes into the different studios: Bethesda GameWorks, whatever, ZeniMax Online, ZeniMax Studios, and they've got a really cool campus.
Oh, do they really?
It's really cool. Yeah, they have a huge cafeteria.
Someone give me a phone call, Todd. Holla.
We'll come down, no problem.
Yeah, and it just goes into the financial news about the company.
Let's go right into the episode. So, Fallout Season 2, Episode 1, if I can talk, launched last night. I was trying to say Episode 1 and launched at the same time, and my brain just blended them. It happens to me too often. So if you ever hear me say these really funky words, it's because my brain was blending them. They released it early last night, which was great for us. Because I was planning on trying to take a little bit longer of a lunch and try to cram it into my lunch break today so I could watch it. And nope, didn't have to worry about it. Got to watch it last night. We both did.
Because we're recording on Wednesday instead of our usual Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got stuff going on tomorrow. So
which actually worked out perfectly because turns out I have work stuff going on until 6 anyway tomorrow, so it came out great.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Mrs. Kilo was so excited for this. And you know what I had her do? The phone number, if you look back at the episode where Cooper Howard does the infomercial for Vault Tech, you can call that phone number at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
If you call that phone number, which is a LA number in the U.S., so anybody who's not in the country, just, fees may apply. You do get a little message from Bud Askins. And it's pretty crazy. So I made my wife call the number. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Just call the number.
Just do it.
Just do it.
See if you can become a part of Buds.
Buds. As soon as she heard that it was dropping early, she was all over it. She's like, "Oh, we gotta watch it. She's absolutely 100% hooked on the show. Not a gamer, not a Fallout person. She doesn't really, beyond the show, doesn't know anything about the world. She just absolutely loves it. So we were very excited to watch it together, and she had a lot of moments during the show, especially the first sequence with House.
Yeah, they opened up right into a big thing. I did not expect them to go into that early.
Oh man, yeah, they're right to it, man. Something that's been bugging me after we finished last episode 8 of season 1. I started thinking about Moldaver. She died. She was obviously the leader of this detachment of NCR soldiers at the Griffith Observatory. Going back to Vault 4, why were they worshiping her like that?
That's a great question.
She's an NCR. She's a soldier. Why were they worshiping her? They had a tapestry like she was the Virgin Mary.
Mm-hmm.
They were
the movie scene.
Topless, yes, and doing their prayer thing and chanting and It looked like some kind of spiritual rite. Why? If she was just an NCR lead, that has been bugging me since we recorded last week.
That's fair.
I got nothing.
Now, there's a lot about the first season that they left open.
Yeah.
Which I know I'm positive is for a reason. They're going to get into it later. Maybe not even this season.
No. Yeah, maybe not.
I've seen shows do that.
I mean, that's got to come back around because that's pretty glaring.
We're not done with her. Even though she died at the end of that season, we're not done. And who knows? She may come back to life again as a ghoul. You never know.
Oh,
but it looks like she died.
Yeah.
Like she was permadead. But
or she's faking it really good. So let's get into this episode.
Yep. Opens right away with the man who knew.
And everything's in chaos. Anybody's familiar with the Fallout universe recognizes this as the days leading up to the bombs dropping.
Because on my notes I have Robert House on TV. I can't remember what he was saying on there. Then it goes into the whole people beating up the robots for Robco.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what that was fully
Civil
about.
unrest.
Yeah.
Civil unrest. That's what I was thinking about. Jeez, oh Pete.
My first thing my brain was going into is why are they beating up the robots? What happened with Robco that made him pissed off at those things?
Because they're worried about the robots taking their jobs, being a problem for their society. They don't want them. They're already having a hard time making money, and now these robots are going to come in. I mean, yeah, I kind of...
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
I kind of get it. We go to a bar. Robert House.
Art altercation. That man...
A different Robert House is in this bar.
Think so? Is this a different one?
He's different. He's a different guy from the episode we watched last week.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So you think this one's the real one, right?
I think this one's the real one.
Yeah.
I think the other one was a plant. We actually talked about this with King last week.
Yeah. And it shows just how freaking sick this guy is.
Dude, yeah.
So he gets picked on at a bar by these blue-collar workers.
Yep, because he supports the president.
Mm-hmm. So they get into a little fight. So he takes him out in the back alley, and he lets the guy hit him. Like he's a masochistic.
Tells him, hit me in the mouth.
I'm going to like it.
Yeah.
Oh, he did mention the H&H nail gun, and I was really curious about that, and I looked it up, because he brought it up twice. And this actually is a gun, the H&H Tools nail gun in Fallout New Vegas. Requires 2 strength, it has 9 damage, 9 projectile, DPS 126. I looked, it's interesting.
That's
and
awesome.
I knew, because the way they were talking about it very specifically made me think, okay, that has to be a callback to the game.
Yeah, obviously. Just another one of the many in this episode.
I have 11 pages of notes on my phone.
Oh my God. All right. Well, let's get to it. So after this guy hits him, he pops a trunk holding $31 million.
Mm-hmm.
And all this dude has to do is put the device
on the back of his neck.
It looks like a giant chip on the back of his neck.
Like a metal bug. And it was, pretty dang big. And thus began the whole freaking head popping thing. Ugh. And of course they had to go very graphic with it. And the first time it happens, I didn't catch that it was going to happen until too late. I closed my eyes right at the time to see the mouth completely separate, the ears blowing off the head, and I got that picture stuck in my head.
Yeah, they get pretty graphic with the viscera in this episode.
Very.
But basically, this device obviously allows House to kind of control the person wearing it.
Which is clearly very buggy.
A little bit buggy, as any Bethesda product would be. But it ends with the dude's head exploding.
Well, he was sitting there with a dial trying to get him to stop coming after him, and winds up overloading it, which makes the guy's head go pop.
Yep. Total Gallagher moment.
And they didn't have to show the corpse on the ground like that. Come on. That was overkill.
The world may end, but progress marches on.
So the whole first season was all about the cold fusion chip. This one is very clearly going to be about these mind control devices.
Yep, because we do see more of them later in the episode.
So they're shifting focus off of Cold Fusion, which we know is now in the possession of the Brotherhood of Steel. And I had to really focus on that name, so I did not say the other one. So this is the new device. I'm wondering how that's going to play into it. I'm thinking that these devices are going to somehow tie into the Cold Fusion and some kind of master plan from House.
And there's something involved there.
Very similar to what Vault-Tec's doing. They want to wipe out everybody on the face of the planet and start over new with their own ideas. We'll get into that more.
I mean, House is all about control. 100%. Someone who's 100% completely out of control would be the Ghoul. As we venture to our present time on the show.
With the
First
Raiders.
place we're at, Novak.
Yep.
We're in Novak.
Here's where it gets interesting. They kind of stamp the timeline of the show with something that they say. I think it was a Ghoul that said it about being there 25 years ago and talking to Darla. Isn't she the shop owner from the New Vegas?
Yes.
So that's what I thought. So they're time stamping it. So in between the events of New Vegas and to this present with that 25 years, somehow these Great Khan raiders took over the spot.
So 25 years ago would have been 10 years before the events of New Vegas, because the show takes place 15 years after New Vegas. So the Ghoul was there before we even showed up.
Okay, I thought for some reason it was just time stamping it in a way for the viewer that it was 25 years after those events, but that makes sense too.
So poor Ghoul. He's trying to talk his way out of it. Ends up getting hanged. Lucy apparently was trying to signal to Lucy, who was up in the dyno with Dogmeat or 404.
And the expression on the Ghoul's face when he was trying to get her was hilarious.
Yeah. It's like, fuck. Pulls the handle, trying to give the plans.
Yeah,
like
and plan
A,
C.
Plan B, Plan C. You just let us go with the caps I earned, of course.
And it was hilarious because my lady and I looked at each other when she mentioned Plan C, and I was getting ready to say, it just shows how naive she is. And she goes, no, she's just dumb.
She's following her moral compass, although the Ghoul doesn't appreciate it. Because even in the following fight, you watch her, and she's only wounding. She's shooting to wound, not shoot to kill.
Yeah, shooting guys in the butt and the leg. Come on.
But after she lays all that out, the one Khan looks up and says, whoever kills the girl gets to eat the dog. And then her famous line, okie dokie.
And start shooting to kill.
And Ghoul's like, fucking amateur. I like that one shot to that car, though, and it blew the car out.
That was on my note, too, because they showed the nuclear car explosion. I loved it.
Yeah.
I was all about that.
Danielle said she was actually badass, but she didn't kill anybody, but she was actually badass. And then they start playing Big Iron.
I didn't catch that. No.
The song from New Vegas. The song that plays during the fight scene. Yeah. Big Iron on his hip. Classic.
That whole scene was just fun. It was just... They do such a good job of setting up these characters' personalities and how they operate.
Yeah. And really the dynamic between the Ghoul and Lucy. Walton Goggins is freaked out about it. I don't understand it, but I kind of get it. The Ghoul sea ship.
Oh, yeah.
I can see how people can I'm just saying I can see how people can get there. That's all I'm saying.
I won't argue that point. That's true. But still, it's kind of ridiculous. My next note after the nuclear car explosion was gore, gore, gore. Why so much damn gore?
Yes, when he shoves the grenade in the one dude's back and pushes him into the pool.
That's exactly where I did that note.
You Mrs. Kilo like, whoa, gnarly.
Too much.
Well, then they're arguing walking through the desert.
One thing I found interesting, and you're probably going to bring this up. I'm going to jump the gun again because like I always do and talk over you too much. Robert House shot down most of the nukes.
Yes, that's...
When she asked him, why is Vegas so pristine?
Right, it looks just like it used to in the pictures.
Why didn't the bombs get it? And Gould basically says, they were shot down. Not all of them, most of them. And then she asks why, and it's because... I forgot exactly what he said. I should wrote it down, but something like, or House did it, or he wanted to protect it, something like that.
Yeah, it's canon in the... New Vegas that Robert House had missile defense systems in place and that the reason so much of New Vegas remains standing is the fact that his missiles shot most of the incoming warheads out of the sky.
Yeah, and we get our first glimpse of New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little disappointed we didn't get into New Vegas in this episode, but I get it. And there's a lot of story set up.
Yeah, something about Robert House wanting to make it safe. No one near Robert House is safe. And she asked why my dad would go to Las Vegas. She called it. And we kind of find out that it doesn't have a lot to do with House. We find out later on he's going somewhere else. He's not going to see House, at least not yet.
Yeah, not yet. He does have a communication, which I'm pretty sure he's trying to talk to House. We'll get to that too.
Yeah, I was wondering who exactly he was talking. That's what we thought too, was he was talking to House. But we go back to 2077, and there's a few more things here, because we get Cooper. We get a little bit of a recap of the conversation where Barb is like, "Well, we're going to drop the bombs first." Mm-hmm. Cooper rushes home to get his daughter.
Yep.
Says that they're going to Bakersfield, but as they're driving out of the neighborhood...
Cracks me up about Bakersfield. Like I said before on the show, I grew up out there. Mm-hmm. And I know how much of a... just to say that it's a place. And
it's a place.
There's not much anything there. It's a big city. There's just nothing there.
We get... we're in the neighborhood, and there's a bunch of people in the neighborhood. We see a Vault Tech van.
There's a callback to this.
There's a Vault Tech salesman, and I gotta say, I looked at a side-by-side picture of the Vault Tech salesman from Fallout 4, the beginning, that comes and knocks on your door, and the guy they cast to play this dude, as he looks at Cooper as he's walking towards the...
It's identical.
It's freaky identical. It looks so much like him.
Everywhere online was going off about that, how they did that, and they're like, does it mean anything, or is it just a straight callback? I think it's a straight callback.
It's just callback. It's another Easter egg. And then we hear on the video that there's gonna be basically an emergency broadcast test.
Yeah, and they do it, and everyone starts panicking like idiots, like it's actually happening, even though it's loudly saying this is just a test.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of this plays into the Vault lore, because these regular tests, eventually people start becoming... Okay, so right now people are still panicking, but it will come to a time where people hear those sirens and not even pay attention to them. And that's the official explanation as to why there aren't more people in the vaults. Because each vault's supposed to be like 1,000 to 10,000 or something like that, like a good amount of people. But a lot of people ignored the sirens when it came to the real thing happening because they were so desensitized to it. And of course, people are kind of freaking out a little bit. Their vertebrate is flying over.
I was thinking, I put in my notes that Vault Tech has him pretty dang spooked at this point.
Yeah, I would say so. Absolutely.
We'll go back to Vault 33.
Yeah. We got Betty. Mm-hmm. And the old overseer, who's obviously bored out of his mind.
Yeah. Well, he's one of those overseers. The guy's an absolute idiot. I noticed one thing about, because we get another scene later on that kind of solidifies this. Most of these people that live in these vaults, they're kind of laying them out as just being dumb, ignorant,
naive,
very, very naive,
unaware,
and kind of dumb.
Well, the wool's pulled over their eyes. Like, he walks up, he's like, "Have you seen Norm?" And Betty's explanation is that he's part of a leadership exchange program in Vault 31.
So that caught my attention, because, like, how did she know he was in there?
She probably got a message from RoboBud.
Yeah. That's the only thing I could think of.
But she ends up shifting attention away from that by mentioning that they're dealing with the broken water chip.
Yes. Which I completely forgot about. And that was mentioned in episode 1 of season 1.
Yeah, and that's also the plot of Fallout 1, I believe, is the water chip one. So that's another nod. And this genius, well, I have a PhD in event planning.
Crack me up. Yeah, the genius of these people.
Yeah. So she tells him to start a support group. Maybe you're sad or shame.
A feeling support group. Yeah, I wrote that down too. Is it shame, or was it shame, or is it sadness? Let me see.
Something like that. But he's like, shame I can work with.
Oh, shame and uselessness. When she threw out the uselessness part, that cracked me up, because she was just directly digging him. Right over his head.
It's obviously just trying to get rid of him at that point.
Of course.
So, Davey. So Steph's the overseer in 32, and he's got this old guy Davey, who was the one that was talking on
He's
last
the
season
one
about
that
why he voted for
made
Medi.
my brain go to, yeah, they're just all dumb.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty dense because the layout of the vaults are mirrored from each other. So instead of turning right, you have to turn left, and it's this whole scene with Steph, and Steph's already over it.
Obviously very, very stressed at this point, and just kind of just done with these people trying to get this vault going. And I'm wondering how many stupid requests and comments she gets every day from these people since they moved it into that vault.
Oh, it probably drives her crazy.
Yeah.
And you notice she having trouble with her computer, decides to try to figure it out herself.
Oh yeah, I noticed that.
Ignoring IT again.
And she mentions getting Norm
Chet comes in. He's got the baby
with no name. Oh my god.
With no name. Chet Jr. Yeah. Stuff's like, yeah, let's go with that.
I put a note in here, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. This is just an acting theory. But
Go for it.
Steph is morphing into a raider. The eye patch, her temper, the fact that she didn't name her kid, calls it an it.
Right.
And how she treats Chet, she's coming into a raider. Ever since her husband got killed, you can see it progressing slowly. Now it's becoming a lot more predominant.
Yeah, the knife with the orange, the entire conversation with Chet.
Exactly. She's becoming a raider.
Yeah. I think she's got some kind of agenda. She has something on her mind. And unfortunately, a child and Chet, for that matter, have nothing to do with it. And Chet is useful as a babysitter.
Yeah.
And keeps her doing whatever she's doing.
When that old guy, I always forget their names, but when he was walking out and he saw Chet sitting there with the baby, you're so lucky to have a family. Not mine. You're so lucky to have a kid. Yeah. Not my kid.
Right.
Chet was just done.
That's over it at this point. So then we got Steph trying to contact Vault 31.
And I thought
Inter-Vault communications disabled.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the reason why they're having all these computer problems is because of Norm in 31. Because when it cuts to him, he's doing some stuff, and he's
tearing the place
beat up to hell.
He's not looking great.
Oh yeah, and I put a note in for Reclamation Day when no one is left to disagree with us.
Yeah, that's when Reclamation Day will. When nobody's left on the surface.
That's right. Bud was calling. I'm jumping ahead again, but yeah, that's what Bud said.
Yep. He's trying to get Norman to crawl into his dad's cryopod. Turns all lights off on him, starving him. Basically, he's getting water from runoff from the HVAC unit.
A giant centipede in there. Slow death, but you can, take this shot. What does it do? Kills you quickly.
Right.
Oh God.
So then we got the Ghoul and Lucy.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a nasty thing. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. Basically, it looked like Hank walked through a guy.
Not just that, but that was gross. But yeah, he clearly walked through him.
Are you talking about the flea soup?
Yeah, the flea soup. Holy crap! When she took her hat off and did that, oh my God! And when they do a camera of Lucy with that soup and they're jumping around, no. And then she actually takes a freaking sip of it. I don't know. I've never seen flea soup in any of the games, or even heard about it.
No, there's not. That is not in the games. That is just something
but that was
showrunners came up with. That was disgusting.
Yeah, and it was great. I think that was a brilliant idea. And gross as hell.
So apparently, I talked to this lady, hoping that she had seen Hank walk by. Of course, Ghoul goes right for the gun, and Lucy's like, "We just ask her." Basically, Hank took her son, and it's like, "We're gonna go find your son." He's like, "If there's any caps on that body, they belong to me." Which exact quote, that cocksucker owed me money.
Yep.
Talking about her own kid.
More and more, Lucy's starting to realize that this is not Kansas anymore, and she's got the wrong idea about a lot of things.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and that comes up in this conversation with the Ghoul when he asks, "What do you plan to do when we find your daddy?"
You put a bullet in his ass, and I put one in his head.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that was a great line. He's like, "The way you were raised wasn't real."
Right, but she says, "I know."
Yeah, look at the alternative. I'm leading by example. So
Which,
she still has that, just like we heard Ella talk about before the season was released.
yeah.
She still has that positivity, that goodness in her. And then we come across Starlight Drive-In,
Mm-hmm.
which was featured in Fallout 4, and we come across Vault 24.
Yep. This is where I had to pause the show again,
Mhm.
and I had to go right into research because I
Yep.
remember reading something about Vault 24 a long time ago, and then it
Yeah.
clicked when I found it. Do you want to
Mhm.
do the honors?
Yeah, this was a vault that was supposed to be in New Vegas that was cut.
Mm-hmm.
There's very little known about it. Actually, the show has most of what is known about it. So it was kind of open for the showrunners to do what they wanted to do with it. The only real reference in the game is there is a Vault jumpsuit, Vault 24 jumpsuit that you can get, but you have to use console commands to get it. So the asset is in the game, but the Vault is not.
Yeah. It's just kind of a cool thing they did that, including
Mhm.
a cut location from a game.
And it gave them a place to play that they didn't have to,
Yep.
you know,
It was free. They get free to do what they wanted with
they
it,
could do whatever they wanted with
and to
it.
keep with
Yep.
the story of the show, which is great.
And then we cut back to 2077. The first thing we see is the whack-a-commie machine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like whack-a-mole, but it's whack-a-communist. That was funny as hell.
And I noticed the news, like the whole West Tech stocks are up for a new biological skincare. That made me think mutant.
Made me think FEV.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then it occurred to me that Robert House owns Robco. I didn't know that before.
And Vault Tech kind of owns Robco, West Tech, all those companies.
Not about when
Vault
the
Tech.
bombs are going to drop. It's about who will push the button.
But before that, we have a conversation between Cooper and Moldaver,
Yeah, I missed that one. I didn't.
talking
take notes
about
on
how he has a rare kind of power because he's famous. He can get into rooms that she can't.
it. Yeah.
And she asked about Robert House. And they also talked about him building privately owned missile platforms. And basically, Moldaver asks Cooper,
How did I miss that
without
scene?
saying it outright, to kill House.
Yeah, I completely missed that.
So instead of running, Cooper has to go back home, play nice with the wife, and get to Vegas
I
with
caught
her.
that, and Cooper's acting skills were on point.
Oh, man.
You can still see the pain in his eyes and the worry.
Yeah.
Actually, it was more like panic, to be honest.
Walton Goggins is just amazing to begin with. We don't usually talk about a lot of other shows on this show, but I'm going to bring this up because this week, an episode of Smartless, which is Will Arnett, Sean Hayes, and Jason Bateman. They do a podcast where they talk to actors, sports people, celebrities, everything. They talk to Walton Goggins, and it's a great interview. So I do recommend that. He's an amazing, amazing guy. When he's having this conversation with Moldaver, he does seem conflicted, and Moldaver looks at him and says, "When the world goes down in flames, at least you know your hands are clean."
I caught that part, yeah.
Then did you notice when Barb comes? So he goes. Obviously, he gets his daughter. He goes back home. When Barb comes home, did you notice the movie poster right over her shoulder?
No, I didn't.
Revenge of Brutus. Now, obviously, that's one of Cooper Howard's films.
Yeah.
But Brutus is the one that helped plan the assassination of Julius Caesar at Tu Brute.
Okay, I wouldn't know that.
Et tu, Brute is what Julius Caesar says as he's being assassinated, noticing that his closest confidant and friend was part of the plot to kill him. And I thought that was super interesting to put that poster right there in that shot when Cooper turns to her and basically welcomes her home like nothing's wrong.
When I look up a little quick AI search on it, for the Revenge of Brutus, it says it's a fictional film poster that appears on background detail in the first episode of the live action blah 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 season 2. It is not a real movie, or a pre-existing part of the game lore, but rather an Easter egg with potential deeper meaning for the show's plot.
Thank you. Just saying. I didn't need AI to notice that.
Hey, I'm still a Fallout noob compared to you when it comes to this, especially in particular New Vegas.
Skynet's coming from us all, man. So then we go... What?
Nothing.
What?
No, I just agreeing with you. All right.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. We're back in the derelict vault, Vault 24.
Mm-hmm.
they're talking about how they never seen the Gould never seen a vault like this before, but he's going in there because he goes to all these vaults.
You mentioned that they're all different.
Daughter.
So Lucy says that she knows about the experiments because of Vault 4.
Right. As they're walking towards the elevator, a couple of interesting details. We see a winter hat of the Red Army.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Chinese army. And he says, Hank's come and gone. And he asks, why'd he come here at all? And they end up going into the elevator.
Two very, very interesting scenes coming up for that. The Feelings Club came in, and that was just comic relief. Holy crap.
Oh my God, dude. It's not your fault you were born in a vault.
No inbreeding is a good rule.
That your parents were related. Printing on the sign in the background, it says products of inbreeding support group. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. And then the lady, I have a mild allergy to dust. My father married mother, and she goes into that family tree. I couldn't even keep up with it.
No.
I'm like, I'm not writing all that down. Norman, he asked what his dad was like, and Bud said ambitious. And that's where, yeah, two rational choices, plenty of irrational ones. And then Norman does something drastic. He starts thawing everyone out.
Yeah. One thing I found interesting was they were talking about the poison. Yeah. That he's going to inject him with it. And it apparently will break his body down into dust quickly. And it will circulate into the air vents, the air system, and back to the cornfields where they grow.
Right. It's beautiful if you really think about it.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Circle of life.
One thing that the Gould points out when back down in the vault is matching jackets. He said something about that, about the cons too.
Mm-hmm.
Guys with matching jackets. And we see a lot of these communists down there with the device on their neck.
Which
in a re-education room.
They weren't. They were actually Americans, is what they say.
Yeah, yep. They're Americans turned into communists.
Now, my question was, but to what end? Is it just for proof of concept of the mind control device? An experiment to see how it works?
Possibly. Or, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that Vault Tech would have used them if the bombs hadn't dropped for some other, like, make it look like an insurrection, like a false flag operation.
Yeah.
They're walking deeper into this room, and we see a box of sugar bombs sitting on the operating table.
Yeah.
And that's what Hank called Lucy. That was his pet name for her.
Sugar bomb.
And the dude, we see the flea soup lady's son wake up, freaking out.
Yeah. And then gives a little message to Lucy from her father, apparently.
I fix everything. Go home, sugar bomb.
And then that's where my note comes in. Way too much freaking gore this episode.
Yep, head explodes. He starts screaming like Mariah Carey and just pop.
Goes the weasel. And then
Lucy's
back
like kind of like coming to terms like he won't stop hurting people.
Yeah.
And the Goul's like, yeah, no shit. Better get going.
You gonna listen to him?
And then we're back to Hank.
Yeah, and this is where it starts getting very interesting because of it's setting up the last part of the episode, but it's really setting up the direction of this season. And he goes into this office, and I'm trying to figure out if that's another vault or if it's just another office building in some kind of lab. He's clearly in New Vegas.
Yeah, and it's the facility. I can't tell if it was I think it was underground.
I couldn't tell if it was above ground.
I think it's underground, but it's bigger than any vault you ever seen. It looks like a office high rise built vertically, right? That's something they've said a couple times in the show. Yeah, he just walks in like he's just strolling into the office for the first time in 200 years.
460,000 messages waiting for him. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
He's clearly happy.
Makes coffee, picks out a new suit. And then the global
So I'm thinking, why are you trying to drink your coffee with a freaking power armor? Why don't you just go change first and then get your coffee? Come on, dude.
Because that wouldn't be as dope.
It wouldn't be as funny.
It looks more bizarre. Yeah, exactly. But he fires up the global comms, which is just a ham radio from the looks of it. Hank McClane reporting for duty. No one knows I'm here. Wanted to let you know I'm still alive. Yeah, I think he's talking to House.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you're still alive. When he says, I'm in New Vegas, your old stomping grounds. So I was thinking, okay, so it has to be House. And
trying to pick up where you left off.
Yeah, apparently House has left New Vegas since the events of New Vegas.
Entirely possible. I can see that as one way they could avoid canon ending if House left New Vegas. So we don't know anything about that yet, though. He says, I want to talk about my promotion. I'm going to complete the work you started. You're going to be begging me to help you.
Yeah, and he goes into the lab where there is the mind control devices and where their efforts are to miniaturize them.
Yeah, and they got really small with them, too.
Which makes it even more dangerous, easier to conceal.
Absolutely. The one thing, I watched I don't know if you watch after the credits. Well, first of all, you see Prim in the credits, which is one of the first locations that you visit in New Vegas. They show Prim and the Buffalo Casino and everything. But after they, of course, play the preview for, the next episode or the next episodes to follow. The one thing I noticed is that it looks like Norman gets out of the vault.
I didn't see that.
In the previews. Yeah, they show him climbing up a ladder well, and they get out. It's him and a bunch of other people in vault suits.
Oh, yeah, that go out onto the waste. For some reason, I was thinking that was going to be Vault 33. But, yeah, I think you're right. That's all everyone who woke up. He's going to be leaving the vault for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was pretty much the episode. It was a good start, good setup to season 2. Really looking forward to next week's episode.
It was worth it. It was worth the wait. It's really good.
They've done a great job with it. It is absolutely amazing. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's the show. We got a full episode off of that, which is what I expected. So the next episode we're going to be recording is in 2 weeks. Yeah, that episode
will drop on the 2nd.
Yeah, it'll be up on the 2nd, and the video version coming up on the 3rd.
Yep.
So that will be where we're going to be talking about episodes 2 and 3 and other things Bethesda related. So it's going to be a longer episode.
Because we want to watch this along with you guys. Mm-hmm. We all watch this together.
Do not want to get a week behind.
Yeah. We're not giving up our Christmas for you guys. But
nope, sorry.
We'll talk about it after the holidays.
Speaking of which, I'm driving to Bakersfield during Christmas.
Oh, look at that. Hopefully not driving anywhere. That's my goal, is to be at home.
Yeah, take my 2-month-old and head out there. And it's going to be raining and cold. So it's going to be great. I look forward to it, though. I love spending the holidays with my sisters and my nieces and nephews. It's a good time.
There you go. You have to let us know how the Mario Kart tournament goes.
Oh, yeah, I've been practicing. I beat a 150cc Grand Prix already.
I'm getting ready.
Yep, I'm ready to do it. I'm not going to lose this time. I'm not getting second. JJ, you're going down.
Yeah, bring your nephew to heel there.
Everyone, have an amazing Christmas. And we'll talk to you guys at the New Year. We'll probably say Happy New Year then. If not, well, Happy New Year as well. We're already getting into 2026. I get 2 weeks off. My boy gets a couple weeks off. It's going to be a good time.
If you guys want to get a hold of us, you can, of course, look in the card for the episode, or you can visit our link tree. That's linktr.ee/wyrdkhaosmedia. Wyrd, W-Y-R-D, chaos with a K, media.
I'll have it in the comments. It'll be on the video version as well on the screen. Please like, subscribe, and comment to our videos, please. We really appreciate it. And the bell, if you want to know when these episodes go live, hit that bell and you'll get them every time. I've been doing a lot of shorts for these episodes as well. You can get those too. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, yeah, and the 5-star reviews on iTunes and Spotify are also a giant help.
Yes, absolutely.
And we really appreciate
a couple minutes.
Yeah, a couple minutes, little bit of your time helps us a ton. I have my books in the background. I wrote those. Emperor of Continue.
I see that
on Amazon.
Yep, they're on Amazon.
Great Christmas present. Good epic fantasy.
I agree. There you go. Absolutely. Yeah, they are good. And with that, whatever you celebrate this holiday season,
yes,
I hope you enjoy your time with your families, and we're going to enjoy our time with ours, and we will see you. We'll see you next year.
Oh, yeah.
Dad joke. Dad joke.
Yep. We will be recording before the new year, but yeah, they won't see it until then.
All right, guys. Have a great Christmas. We'll see you.
Have an amazing 2 weeks out in the Bethesdaverse, everybody.
Peace out.